Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain.
That makes
I'm
sense.
sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. you and we got history, yeah, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and we got history, yeah, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and we got history, yeah, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and we got history, yeah, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and we got history, yeah. love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah.
Doing the thing. Did the thing. See, what you couldn't see was me doing that with jazz hands. Jesus fucking Christ. Yay! I'm not the only one! Everybody should be drinking. I mean, what's D&D without ale? Oh. God, so many jokes. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's episode of In Between Rolls. I am, as always, your announcer, Jackass. Captain Starts Fantastic, a.k.a. the Pangolin Bard, a.k.a. Cadamus Calloway. Way fucking too tired for this shit. It's been a rough couple of weeks at work, and I have to go into work tomorrow, so fuck my life! Yay! Is that not what you're supposed to do when you're an adult? I do enjoy putting on my robe and wizard hat. They're telling you to dress for the role that you want. Right, cousin? They're telling her not to dress for the role that she wants, but just for the role that she has. Which is sad. Next person! Intro! F! Go! One of these days, F. One of these days. We're gonna make FD stand for fucking drunk! I know, but it's gonna be funny. Next up. Yay! Excuse me. Please don't drop a microphone. Jesus fucking Christ, do never drop a microphone. It kills me. You know what? I swear to God, I'm going to start 3D printing microphones just for people to drop. Yes. Lavalier? Lavalier mics. Anyway. Jesus Christ, that sounds painful. Like, physically? Y'all keep going. I'm going to be checking the levels, the audio levels, so.
To do a greater restoration spell, and when it came time
Ooh,
to
hey,
pay,
you know what helps? If I turn up my desktop audio.
Careful
Okay.
about that. We can hear you.
Haha, I suck dick. We've been talking for like fucking 10 minutes and the desktop audio was not up, so nobody could hear a word we were saying.
Yay!
Yay!
It was literally everybody could just hear
Fun
me talking to
stuff.
myself. Sorry!
Does that mean we have to do the
Nope.
intro again?
Nope.
I reiterate, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
God damn it, and I actually did good at my intro this time.
My bad.
So how about we just do we'll just do it real fast.
Hi, I'm Captain Stretch Fantastic, the Pagala Bite. I get drunk and say fucking stupid shit.
Hi, I'm FD. I'm the drunken monk. Corbin Greenbottle.
I'm Bree V. I play Anne the Rogue.
I'm Cousin Intruder and I still hate this.
I'm the DM Alice, and it's funnier the second time.
Charity of the week. No kid hungry. Link in the chat. Go give them some money so they can feed some hungry kids.
I swear to God, that's going to be the name of this episode. It's funnier the second time.
I'm
All
always
right.
better the second time.
Oh, I'm leaving that alone.
We're gonna all leave that alone.
Yay!
I mean, unless you want to get into it.
Cowards!
Alrighty. So, where were we where we were last week? Sorry guys, I fucked up.
Someone recap.
We fought stuff. Arthur lost his mind. We went to Cleric. Cleric fixed it.
We fought our way out of some sewers to get the hell away. We found our fancy lad and are kind of escorting him to safety. And in a fight with a brain with legs, our druid fella just got charmed, and we were like, ah! And then we got the hell out of there, dragging him along with us.
I think that's a pretty succinct way of describing what the fuck just happened.
Okay, so does anybody remember where you were next?
And we ended up with...
I think that's exactly where we left off. Like,
You don't
pretty
remember
much.
your conversation with Volo?
Oh yeah, the deed where Anne's like,
Yes.
no, this seems like a bad idea.
Yeah,
And
and
then
Cadmus was like,
Cadmus
fuck
was
yeah,
like-
free house!
And
And
goes
then,
off
then
with
we
it
all ran off to get showers.
Yes.
because we stay.
Mhm.
So you were heading back to the inn that you were previously staying at?
We are heading towards the nearest place you can take a bath.
Okay. Yeah, so you would just probably find an inn.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, because you guys covered yourselves in filth.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fun times. All right, so you really can find an inn anywhere around here. More than half of your party knows good places. I'm not gonna make you roll anything for it. This would be pretty simple task.
Roll the dice.
Just gonna find the nearest place I can take a bath. Like, get the filth off.
I mean, it won't like totally rip us off.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
you're
there's
gonna
that.
you're gonna want to find somewhere selective. Most likely in this case, you would know that the best thing to do is to just go back to the place that you had before, just because you already know them. And they didn't rob you last night.
Yes, so we can trust them.
I thought we were already there because that's where we dropped off the dude.
Right. Well, yes. I mean,
Is that where that
did you
was?
stay in the yawning portal? I don't think you did. You stayed
Yeah, we
nearby
did.
to it.
I thought we stayed.
Yeah, we stayed at the yawning portal.
Oh, okay.
No. We were staying at another place because I ended up pissing them off with the whole wake up call routine.
Mhm.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, you can't stay at the yawning portal.
Hey,
Which
fuck
was
y'all, you
probably
deserve that.
the closest one that you. I don't know. I remember it being pretty superfluous for everyone else except for the two people that were mean to you. But it was super funny.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so needless to say, yawning portal inn, you can come there and drink, but you're not allowed to be there after people start going to sleep.
Well, that's just fair.
So you have the inn nearby to it that you went to instead, which is
Right.
a fair price, pretty decent, nothing really fancy, but you have access to baths if you need them.
Well, if that's
To the
the case,
baths.
There's a hawk with a little bath brush, like just scrubbing itself with a foot right now.
It's
Oh,
like
the hawk's back!
it's like a tub, but you can get like hot water.
I didn't know the
It's
hawk was
using the
back.
sink like a bird bath.
Oh, that's perfect.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
So by this point, it's gonna be evening time. Like the sun's gonna be going down pretty soon.
Yeah, if that's the case, take a bath, get a room, get some food, and fucking rest because Jesus Christ, I need my spells and hit points back.
Here.
All right. So
I'm just glad my hawk is back.
Scree!
reunited at last.
Reunited and
so-
it feels so good.
Gonna land on
While you're
Cactus's shoulder
resting-
and just like do the head bob.
The inn that you're staying in has all the windows thrown open because it is like the perfect temperature outside right now. Like it's beautiful and the sun is going down, so the cool air is starting to come in and it just feels really great, and there are lanterns lit all up and down the streets and everybody is outside. It just feels amazing out right now.
Oh, I figured they were opening up the windows because we smelled of shit.
I mean, fortunately for you, they were already open when you got there, so while people do notice that you are very rank, they're not like super offended by it. They just want you to get the hell away from them.
Corbin immediately goes and finds a stall to get cleaned up in.
Yes, doubly so.
Yep, bird bath sink.
Question.
Anne is already in the bath.
Is it a private bath or is it just like a public thing?
No public baths tonight. We're not going to do that kind of episode.
Okay. Oh, we're not gonna have the fucking hot springs episode?
no hot springs episode. You have access to a small place that's clean where you have access to heated water.
Perfect. In that case, never mind. I'm good.
All right. Well, it's pretty uneventful. Nobody bothers you. You get a nice private experience, and
Yeah, the hawk is just using one of their sinks, just trying
Yeah.
to not look at them. Pick the random sink, scrubbing itself off.
it ends up being pretty great. For that experience, however, each of you has to pay like a silver.
Oh, that's
Okay,
more
done.
than fine. Hell, I'll give them 2.
Oh, that's good.
The health inspector comes in while the bird is bathing in the bath. Roll a stealth check.
Mm, I'm not sure if that's really. I'm not sure if that would be illegal. I'm not sure if there would be any reason for it to be illegal. If you can magically clean all surfaces, then
That's true.
who cares? You know?
I mean, just because it's clean doesn't mean it's disinfected.
Yeah, but when you can magically disinfect everything, that feels pretty good to me. I'm happy
Fireball
for
magically disinfects everything in a 50-foot radius.
The
I wonder
bird
if prestidigitation can be
over
used to
itself and
disinfect
looks
things.
indignant.
Jesus. Personally, I
in
think.
the universe,
Never mind.
In a universe where prestidigitation exists, Lysol is just out of it.
Right. Who needs it? So everything's nice and clean, nice and quiet. You get your bath. You start to feel better.
And I am going to meet everybody downstairs, or wherever it is,
Okay.
in the dining area.
Now your bathhouse, sort of the baths would have been on the ground level, so they're pretty close to all the other places where you need heat. It's like in the same area of the building as the kitchen. So all that hot water is kind of concentrated into like one area.
Cool.
But you can go out into the main area, and now everyone is. Now, have you all purchased rooms, or are you just paying for the baths at this point?
I
I'm
would
gonna
like
go
to
ahead and buy-
purchase a room, and if they happen to have some kind of laundry service, that would be amazing.
Are you going to go and find the barkeep and ask them about it?
Yes, I believe I shall.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I have?
It is a sandy-haired woman, just kind of polishing a glass, just kind of quietly doing her work. It's pretty busy. People are reveling, so it takes you a minute to get her attention. When she comes over, she's friendly. She gives you a smile, and she's like, "What can I do for you?"
Yes, I was wondering if you happen to have any type of laundering service or know of anybody nearby that would be able to clean and disinfect some clothing.
Do you realize how creepy it is when you say that?
Yes,
when
I
you're that
do.
close to the mic.
It's okay, but if it's blood they're cleaning out.
It's not just blood. I imagine in a town full of adventurers that there would be some sort of service for removing the excrement that piles up when you are, for lack of a better term, trudging through the thick of it.
Well, I can't say that I meet a lot of people who are covered in excrement, but there are a couple women who work here that can gladly take your clothes. You pay them 10 copper pieces, and they'll be able to take it and make it clean for you. I can have it left in your room
Ah, yes, that would be
or outside the
wonderful.
door if you prefer.
Please, just outside. Well, no, go ahead and bring it inside.
Okay, but if anyone sees your they're going to charge you extra.
Trust me, modesty will be of the utmost in these circumstances.
Excellent. I'd be happy to do business with you. Is there anything else that you need? You need drinks? You need rooms?
Yes, one room for myself, and definitely drinks, and definitely some food. I am starving. Yes, you are getting drinks as well, Polly.
Ah,
Y- You
Scream.
mean the bird?
Yes, a drink for myself and a drink for the bird.
Oh.
It's had a hard day, believe me. You don't want to know. You can smell what's coming off of my clothing. You don't want to know what happened to the bird.
I don't want to smell either thing. Thank you.
The bird just like flaps away.
I'll bring you a couple drinks. Get
Excellent.
you started.
Thank you so much.
By the way, I should say
He
at this
runs
point, it's inexplicably wearing one of those like feathered Mongolian hawk helmets.
Yeah, she's like, I need to go get that thing you wanted, and is gone.
Perfect. And I'll leave
Most
my...
likely off telling someone, hey, did you like see?
What the fuck is up with that bird? I'll leave my coat with her.
Okay. Yep, she grabs it and you see her like drop it off with one of the older women that's tending a pot. And that woman runs off with it.
Hooray!
Generally, I mean they think they give you looks like what the fuck, but otherwise they're busy and they're keeping working. Everyone in the establishment looks like they're working pretty hard on such a busy night. So like you get the sense that whatever it is that you're up to, as long as it's not hurting anyone, no one's really gonna pay it a whole lot of attention right now.
I fucking hate you up. Perfect.
Where is my...
I will acquiesce to the next individual.
And
Sorry, I
just
don't know if you can
cleaned.
hear me turning pages. I'm just dealing with this. Hang on one second.
I'm having way too much fun talking like this.
Where is my thing? There is a table that I'm looking for in here, and good God, I just can't find it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have the pages. Mine's all digital.
Yeah,
Stop
I need to
talking.
bookmark all the pages, and I've just learned that lesson right now. You know, so there's my advice to anyone who is listening to me struggle through DMing a campaign. Try bookmarking your pages. It might help you out with stuff like, you know, not having to ramble about this right now.
Don't worry. Just make it up as you go, and we can correct later.
Corbin sort of steps over to where Cadmus is and says, how much was it for the laundering and the room and everything?
That's what I am looking for.
It was
Well,
15
then,
copper.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
was
not
it?
too bad.
No, it's relatively cheap for the service. I mean, if they can get that stink out of leather, easily worth a gold.
Now, yeah, she asked you for 10 copper
Cadmus is
for,
getting affectionate beak
for
nuzzles.
a bundle of laundry. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Ooh,
I'm still telling him
as
15.
as soon as she took it from you, she looked like she really regretted quoting you that price.
Oh, that's why I told him 15.
Okay, so as far as you know, 15 for a bundle.
Corbin
And I'm
dutifully
just
hands
looking
over-
for my table on rooms because I think I used whatever the basic standard thing was for this spot. And then I'll just add drinks and food.
I think it was like another silver.
Yeah, something like that.
And
I have a
cleans
really
her
handy
stuff
table. That
while
should tell
she's
me.
bathing and gets dressed in her alternate clothes.
Okay, cool. Do you want to tell them what they're going to see when they see you?
Basically the same exact thing. Her alternate clothes are just clean.
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah, so you
clothing.
just look a lot better now. You look prepared.
Mm.
Or like you haven't been like knee deep in shit.
Exactly. She has them like in either hand, and this is like, I need a room so I can dry these somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it took longer to wash the clothes than it did to wash herself.
I see. Yeah, that's probably in your best interest though, or else, you know, it might follow you for a while.
We call her old and stinky ass.
All right. So how many of you have approached the bartender for rooms?
I have just started towards the bartender to
Okay.
ask for a room.
And Corbin is asked, and Cadmus is asked. Oh, and our other companion is a bird, so
Yes.
no need there. I remember now. Yep.
Do you have a rate for groups? I think we want 3 rooms. Or do you even have 3 rooms?
I will answer you in a second. Where the fuck is it? Okay, there we go. Found it. All right. So, you were looking at a couple silver for a gallon of ale. I've got
Done.
a meager meal that you could have for 8 silver. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. For
Hey, I'll be right
3
back.
silver.
Something came up.
Okay. And the rooms are 5 silver.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry. Just a single mug of ale is 4 copper pieces. Or you can get a gallon for 2 silver.
Fucking gallon.
All right, 1 gallon, 3 rooms.
I'll pitch in for half of that, Cadmus.
Perfect.
Excellent. All right, so that will be 15 silver for the rooms and 2 silver for a gallon of ale. Is there anything else that you want while you're here? Some food, perhaps?
So that's going to be 1.7 gold divided. Okay, so 5 silver a person for the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Corbin are splitting the ale, which was 3?
So 6 silver from the 2 of you, and then 5 silver from Anne.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, and she kind of just like swirls off to do whatever it is that needs doing. She basically looks like she's dancing around as you watch her go. She just like dancing around the room, getting things done and dodging cups and people very gracefully.
Right. I'm going to find a table and
Okay.
sit down.
It's pretty busy, but you're able to find a couple tables here or there, small.
Sorry, I'm back.
Literally just any place that has 3 seats near each other.
All right, yep. You're able to find something that's fairly nearby.
All right. Gallon of ale on the table. Pour them out into 4 cups.
She brings you like a little saucer cup. Like a little dish almost that's like supposed to be for like a dipping sauce.
No, she's going to need a whole mug. Full tankard. Trust me,
You
I
can
know
always,
my bad.
you can always just pour more in.
Yes, I could, but I plan on getting inevitably shit-faced drunk. And come near the end of this gallon, I'm going to have a very hard time refilling that thing over and over again.
You want me to kill a bird by alcohol poisoning for you?
Oh, I've seen her kill a keg. Trust me, darling. This gallon ain't going to do shit.
Roll a persuasion check.
Meanwhile, Bird just dunks beak in whatever container is available.
18.
All right. One second.
You good? I probably should have put more into persuasion.
She kind of throws up her hands and runs and grabs another one, sets the empty mug on the counter, and just walks off.
Excellent. So, lady and gentlemen, and bird, lady, gentleman, and avian. What the fuck are we doing?
I wanted to drink, then sleep.
How much do you think we could sell the deed for?
You're already wanting to sell the house. Let's even just take a look at the thing.
Yes, I'm with the, Corbin, correct?
Yes, Corbin.
Just making sure. It's been a long day, and we met this morning!
Well, last night, but the point remains. We don't know each other. Why would we have a house together?
Well, I'm not opposed to living with strangers. And should you all not be interested in maintaining ownership of the establishment, I would like to discuss your share of this place.
Well,
If it's a nice
there's
place,
multiple things
no.
we need to figure out, such as location, condition, and whether or not it has things within it.
I mean, we can't even think of what the price was to sell it until we see the thing.
Yes.
Maybe we keep it. Maybe we get rid of it. Maybe we burn it down for insurance money. Who knows?
I don't think Wingsworth likes that idea.
Wingsworth? Hello, Wingsworth.
Yes, Sir Wingsworth.
Holds claw out to shake.
Also,
Corbin.
at that point, I do believe we have a member of a party that is missing. The gentleman that was with us down in the sewer just kind of fucked off.
He said he was going to go get drunk.
Well,
You know, losing your mind kind of does that to you, and he really doesn't want to see any of our faces at the moment.
don't
That I
blame the
can
poor chap for
appreciate.
that.
It was a little much for him.
So, plan as current. Let's get rip-faced fucking drunk,
Always
Yep.
fun.
Then sleep.
then sleep,
Necessary.
go check out the house in the morning, appraise it to see if it's something that we want to hold on to, if something you all want to hold on to, and if you all do not want to maintain your share of the hold of this house, I would be more than willing to take it off your hands. Yes, you get the attic!
Happy Ruffle.
You can literally have any room in the fucking house. If you want the attic, fine, that's yours.
Well, the
Let's
basement
not
might
let's
be a
not
little
give too
awkward
much
for
to the
him.
bird.
Well, the basement is going to have the most rats, which I imagine you're going to be wanting to chase. That's a good source of protein, I know. Also calcium.
Affectionate, like, just ruffling his hair with a beak.
Who needs a cat when you have a hawk?
Truly, they are the greatest of creatures. Anyway, so that is the plan as is current.
Best we can do for now, I think.
Perfect. Well, if that's the case, I would like to propose a toast. To new acquaintances and new allies. May we continue to prosper together.
At least for now.
So long as
you're
is
such a
profitable for all involved.
Profit is nice to have.
Oh, Corbin holds up a drink. I'll toast to that, sure.
So as you guys are toasting, you've got your glasses held up high. Through the door walk Floon and Rainer. And they see you all because you're all doing a toast, so it's not hard to spot you all. So they come over and they're
There's a
like,
bird head first and just a flagon of ale.
Rainer kind of looks at Floon and says, "Well, yes, I probably should have mentioned that they're a bit weird. But hello, everyone. You know, we don't have many liquid ways that we can thank you for what you've done for my friend Floon and for me and Volo as well. But we've come into a little bit of luck recently, so we thought that we might treat you to a night of drinks, maybe gambling. We could stay right here in the tavern. We've brought everything we need. So what do you think?
Rah!
From inside the flagon,
Yep.
it's like bubbles.
Yep.
Or is it more like a bath thing? Are you like sitting in it feet first?
Yeah, it's just like a bath, occasionally sipping.
Okay. Floon just kind of cocks his head a little bit. He looks at Rainer like, "Are you sure it's cool to party with these guys?" But he's like, "Okay, let's do it."
From what I gather, we're a bit strange, but what are you gonna do about it? Everybody's strange.
Rainer's already kind of like waving a couple of the bartenders over to bring more alcohol. Like more gallons. He's like 2. He just kind of mouths 2. And so he's ready.
Perfect. Let me tell you about how awesome these people are.
How many have you had so far?
I'm drinking a gallon.
Well, it's a good thing that we brought more then, isn't it?
Perfect.
All right, so Floon sits down and he gets out a set of dice for a game. And Rainer comes and pulls over more chairs and he sits down. He has a flagon ready to fill and drink from.
So he's pulling out dice?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
He just kind of like looks around at everyone, you know, like, does anybody want to play a game? Test your luck?
I'm game.
I'm
Oh,
feeling pretty lucky,
absolutely.
so I thought you might be interested.
I am game.
Cool. All right. So let's see, what kind of game do we want to use? Does anybody already know of any like predetermined D&D dice game style things that we can use?
I've got one.
Okay. So are you going to say that in character that you have a recommendation for a game, or?
I've got a great idea of a game.
Oh, I'd be happy to hear it. He kind
Huh.
of just like puts his fingers together like he's just listening to see what you're going to say.
Comes from my hometown. Not sure if you've heard of it. Baldur's Gate.
Oh, you know, maybe I've heard of it in passing.
We call it Pinochle Shuffle.
How does that one work?
It's very simple. We each
That's good.
have a set of dice. We have 3 dice. And we roll the dice in secret.
So hang on, pause for 1 second. How many drinks have you had?
I've had 1.
All right. And you may roll a secret constitution check to me, please.
I'm actually messaging you right now.
Okay.
don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
see, that's it. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
determining that right now. Go ahead and do that.
Oh wait,
Let's-
everybody can see what I'm typing. Shit. Fuck it.
Have Discord.
Oh no.
Fuck it. Which one do you
Well,
want? I'm gonna
it's
do
on
it
his
public.
screen. Okay, go ahead and choose whichever one you prefer. For this instance right now, are you being a showman? Are you playing this up, or is this something that you're doing for espionage?
I'm playing this up.
Okay, then you know what to do.
16.
All right. Rainer's kind of giving you a look like, wow, these guys really are already like, okay, might be a short night, but he doesn't say anything, and Floon is like, all right, well, we'll see. He's just listening, waiting for you to explain the rules of the game.
All right, so we each roll 3 dice, and then we keep them in secret, and we place bets based on whether we think that we have the highest number. And you start with the first dice, and you're like, oh, cool, I've got a really high number. And place a bet based on that. And once everybody agrees and goes in, then you roll dice number 2. And that gives you a chance to be like, oh shit, no, fuck no, I'm not doing that good. And then you could also be like, oh fuck, I'm doing really good, I'm gonna bet a little bit more. And then you roll dice number 3. And after dice number 3, you have one more chance to either raise or fold. And after that, you reveal your number, and highest number wins.
And your number is the sum of all the dices?
Correct.
All right. That
Dice,
sounds
dices.
amenable to me. I'd love to play. Is anyone else interested? It's a small
in.
ante, 1 gold. Everybody in?
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
that's already too rich. Let's start small. Let's start small, just to give everybody a feel. Let's just go like 5 copper. 5 copper, just to give everybody a feel, make everybody feel good. And then
Oh,
once
he
we all-
sighs. He kind of like touches the back of his neck, like, man, 5 copper.
Yeah, I
And then he
know.
laughs and he says, you know, actually, I really didn't have the gold to begin with, so I think 5 copper sounds pretty good to me.
Okay.
And he
Just-
brings out a few coins, sets them on the table.
Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna put in my 5 copper.
Corbin puts in his 5 copper.
Done.
Okay.
Sir Wingsworth foot pokes Cadmus.
Are you anteing for the bird?
Yeah. Okay. I'll reach into a secondary pouch that I keep for the bird and throw down another 5 copper.
Rainer and Floon look at each other like, these people are really weird, right? Like, they don't say anything, but they just give each other a look like, is this really happening right
You can't beat Wingsworth's poker face.
now?
Do you
Alright,
really-
so Anne, are you also going to participate in the game as well?
I am.
Okay, cool. So everyone's in then?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright, so...
It's 864 or 468.
468.
468. Alright, and so does everyone know how to do a secret roll?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm-
And mine are automatically secret, correct?
Not always.
I actually don't know how to do a secret roll. How do we do
/
that?
GM roll
GM roll.
Okay, and what dice are we rolling?
1d4.
Okay.
So what do I need to do to make sure that it's secret?
You have to
Uh,
/DM roll 1 space, and then 1 DM.
Oh, it's the same command for me as well.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes, it's the same command for everyone. There you go.
I think I did it.
Cool.
Alright. Let's see. 1 second. Dang it. It's a really good thing that y'all can't see his
Thank you
stuff.
for putting that in the chat, Bree. You're awesome.
Welcome.
Alright, so. Oh no, I'm gonna grab a scrap of paper real quick because it's gonna be easier for me to keep track of some of these numbers that way. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm like super analog.
You're good. I'm gonna take that second to go grab another
That
beer.
is okay.
Oh, maybe let's take a pause. Let's take like a
I'm
5
refilling my
right now, right before we
mojito.
before we get So
Yeah, just
5 minute break, real
30
quick.
seconds to 1 minute.
Yeah.
No, like give me a few minutes.
1 or 2 minute drink pause.
Okay.
But that
yeah.
yes, like 1 or 2 minute drink pause. That's good. All right, be back.
Bree, sing for us.
When I was young, I studied U.S. geography. The teacher said, "Would you stand up and say the states for me?" I'm not actually sure how to sing all the song because I always forget, like, after like 10 of them. So this was a bad song to start with.
All of these
What else?
birds, all of these birds in my head. Pecking around.
Things that are not copywritten.
Hey, as long as it's under 5 seconds, you're fine.
Let's...
Or broken up.
That too. Oh, wait.
The carnage of the cardinals, they haunt me. The buzzing of the hummingbirds, they ignite me. The raven's got a carnival that's rocking me wide awake.
I have an idea of how to let everybody know what our who is talking when. I'm going to do this.
Ow!
Wait, no, shit.
Ears.
Sorry. Let me also do this. Hey, chat. I believe it was Metafist Games that made that request. How is that? Are you able to see who is talking at this particular time? Fuck.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
It was that guy. Metafist Games. Perfect. Yeah, you should be able to see who's talking relatively.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
I'm kind of just pulling some shit out of my ass while we're waiting. I have an idea for
So
later.
Oh, he put the. I get it.
Clever.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe if I move it just a little bit over.
You could move it
Alright.
so the two windows don't
Yeah.
overlap, and then
I have returned.
That. I think that'll work for now. Until I figure out a better way to be able to fix this. The problem with this is as soon as I click back onto the oh wait, I'm being dumb. If I do this and do
Can you split screen?
this and do this.
Ooh.
Nope.
Are there character sheets for them? Yay.
Oh darn!
That.
I guess that.
Damn it.
And do that. There we go. Okay, so now you should be able to see. Yeah, it's Windows being Windows, exactly. But now you should be able to see who is talking and see the roles. This is going to be good for tonight. Also, I'm going to move my name down. Oh, wait. Hey, so now you can all add us on our Discord channel, and we'll fucking not... Yeah. Shit.
What happened?
Oh, wait, no, because you actually need, like, the full Discord name. Never mind. Haha.
yeah. I don't think it's got an identifier for the Discord channel.
No,
This is
I
true.
don't think it has our ID numbers. Let's see.
It does not.
It might have yours. Nope, we're good.
Nope, we're good. Cool.
There we go.
Hey, I solved the problem.
What happened, y'all? I'm so confused.
Chat was asking for a way to tell who was talking.
Mm-hmm.
So I took my main browser window out of windowed mode, or out of full screen mode and window mode, and moved the Discord chat to be halfway on the screen so that people can see who is talking when we talk.
Okay, cool.
Hooray!
If you have streamer mode on, it won't even have it if you click them.
Cool. Yes, streamer mode is on, I believe, but I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty.
All right, so everybody has rolled their first die, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
All right, so where do we begin? Who places their bet first?
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good about this roll.
Okay.
So you're adding to the bet?
Oh no, I'm waiting for whoever is also feeling good about their roll. How about y'all? How do you feel?
Scree holds
there-
up two
is there
talons out of the
another-
beer mug.
Is
Two
there
more copper for Wingsworth.
Another round of betting here.
Yeah, now, if you feel good, you can either throw down a bet saying like, I feel good what I got. Like Sir Wingsworth just said that they feel good, so we're throwing down. You said two.
Right, two holds up two.
Okay, so Sir Wingsworth is gonna bet another 2 copper, and
Oh, I'll see your 2.
perfect.
I'll also see 2.
Oh, that's perfect. Thanks,
Okay.
F. I will also see the 2.
All right, so everyone's anteing two then, all of you?
Yep.
Floon looks around.
Floon's the
Rainer
only
throws
one of
in
them.
two.
Okay.
No, everyone's playing. Everyone anteed in. Rainer throws in two. And Floon looks around the table. And he kind of like looks you all up and down, kind of makes a show out of it. And he decides that he's done. Now,
Okay.
I'd like to watch.
Okay.
Hey now, Wingsworth, no smack talk. I know what's
That's all right. I
but
can't really understand it anyways.
It's okay. You don't want to know. Wingsworth has a very, very potty mouth. Alright, so pot's ripe. Let's go ahead and roll a second dice. So this is going to be a
need
d6.
to do some more math because I am terrible at math.
I'm keeping track of the pot.
I should also be too, though, right? Because I'm the DM.
We're currently at 42 copper.
Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to remember how big it was to begin with.
It was 30 copper to begin with. I'm sorry, we're at 40 copper. My bad, because Raynar did not join in.
No, Rainer was in.
Oh, Raynar was in.
Rainer was in the game.
Floon was not.
Floon was also in the game, but he just tapped out.
Okay. So yeah, that's 30 for the first bet, because everybody bet in 5. Plus 2 times 5, which is 10, so we're at 40.
40, yep.
Okay. 40. But only 4 of you anteed in, right?
All
The
4 of
of
us.
us plus
All
the
4
2
of
of you
you.
guys. Rainer
Plus
and Floon.
No, Floon did not ante into this round.
Yes. He didn't call
But
for this
he
one. He
entered
folded.
into the original one.
Yes, so he's paid out 5. Everyone else has done 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Okay, cool. Sorry, that's,
You're good.
D&D numbers,
You're
lots of
good.
numbers. All right, so Flynn's like, I just want to see what happens next. So he just kind of sits back and he starts sipping his drink and just kind of watches.
Perfect. All right, everybody, roll your second dice.
It's a 6, right?
Yeah, D6.
We can see that, Alice.
Oh, that's too bad.
Eh.
No, you can't.
It's okay.
It's a
Literally
ghost.
everybody can see
invisible?
what I'm rolling.
Only
that's
if we're,
true.
actually looking at the stream, which,
I
Scout's honor.
paused the stream, so I'm not watching.
Well, I'm gonna re-roll it. It fell
I'm a
off the
dirty
table.
bird cheater.
All right.
It's okay. I expect that from you.
But I was also too angry to listen to the instructions, so I don't know how to play.
Yeah. All right. So that rolled off the table. That one doesn't count.
Okay. It's
It was
cocked.
cocked. Okay. Not gonna make any more puns about that ever. Nope. Not gonna do it. All right. Anyway. Yeah. So we're good. Has everyone rolled their die?
I believe
Yep.
so.
Okay.
How's everybody feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll take the lead on this one. I'll go ahead
Please.
and bet another. I'm gonna bet another 3 copper.
I
Let's make it
am.
5.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I am out.
All right. So 5. Floon looks at Raynor. And he looks around at everyone else. And he shrugs and he throws in the 5.
It takes Wingsworth a minute to figure out how many toes on which feet equal 5.
All of them plus 1 on the other.
Ends up
Alright.
holding up the middle toe on the other one.
Is that a no, Wingsworth?
Right? Changes to the first toe.
D20 plus 4.
Don't worry about it.
So we've got an ante of 5 from Anne.
Yep.
Loon looks around at all of you. He seems pretty entertained. And Raynor just kind of like shrugs. He's like, I mean, I guess I might as well see what happens. And he throws in the 5. Hmm. Okay.
I want to check my fellow players to make sure that nothing underhanded is going on.
I mean, you can see all of the birds, so I'm pretty sure it's good here.
The bird I'm not too concerned about,
Um,
but
Okay, so what are you looking for? You're just
Uh,
looking at everyone?
I'm keeping an eye on everyone's hands.
Okay. All right, then roll a perception check.
Frankly, the bird just fell over because it had to hold both its feet up.
It's on its back.
Yeah. Or it's deeper down in the cup. Now you can't see its face, just its feet.
That's a 17.
All right. Let's see.
Sorry, chat. We're being some fucking pieces of shit. If y'all
I
didn't
can't
see,
whisper to. I can't whisper
Discord,
to
you can.
you. Yeah, I mean, but it's a real pain to like get you into a private whisper.
All right.
to be fair, the
So,
only reason why you're doing this is because I fucked up and didn't do a GM roll.
No, because you giggled like a madman.
Doesn't mean my character's giggling like a madman.
No, but I assume
I
there's some kind
mean,
of tell. If you giggle like a madman, your character's gonna giggle a bit. Hey,
yeah, I
cat!
believe that you should probably try to hold your tells even as a player, because I mean, we're all playing a game together.
Oh, Alice, why do you hurt me so?
Like we're all gambling each other as well right now. So I think it's a legit use of her normal human perception.
Fair.
Mr. Cannabis, can you please keep your hands on the table?
My hand, I mean, I got one on my dice and one on my drink.
Yes, but I'm a little concerned about the ones next to your dice.
Rah.
Okay. I'll keep.
We are
Tell you what,
entering a new
I will
partnership.
only put my hand on the dice when I'm rolling it. How's that?
All right.
Uh,
Gotta keep a better eye on him.
Right? Is that?
I'm good. Everybody put in their 5, which is me, the bird, Anne, and Raynar.
Yep. So it's another 20, so it's 60
60.
now.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, because if we're going by poker, I just matched Anne's bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Texas
Rayner-
Hold'em, but with dice.
Rayner matched it as well.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Final roll.
Remind me that what this one is again.
D8. Yes, much like that. All right. How's everybody? Excuse me. Coming up a little bit.
Ugh. Floon, like, he was like sitting comfortably across from you at this little table, and now he's kind of like leaning away slightly.
Okay. How's everybody good? Do you want to point at Anne?
Corbin
Do you want
is
to bet?
out. Correct? Corbin's out.
Yep, Corbin is out.
Correct.
Anne, are you out?
I am in,
Alright.
but I haven't said what I want to bet yet.
And
Okay,
Cadamus
so
is
roll another
pointing a
dice.
finger directly at you. Just do you want to bet? Do you want to bet?
All right. Let's make it rich. I'm putting in a silver.
I'm gonna look at Wingsworth.
Raina looks at you.
Right? Kind of holds up 2 talons.
You wanna do that? Are you
I'm
sure?
gonna double it. 2 silver.
Are you absolutely sure?
Feather
I'm
poof,
down.
and it throws beer everywhere.
2 silver it is.
All right. Tell you what. I got your money. I got your money. Put down 2 silver. And I'm gonna hold up a third one. Do you wanna go further? Yeah, you do. Slap the third one down.
I look at Wingsworth, making sure that Wingsworth does want to put a third one down. Yes?
Rainer
Ray,
sets his
Ray's
2
claw
silver pieces in there.
does the nodding motion with the claw.
Alright, 3 it is.
Rainer sets another silver out and looks around at all of you.
Mm-hmm. Got my hands over the dice.
Corbin is just sipping his drink, grinning his ass off.
All right. Well then, who should reveal first?
Well, I think as the person who brought the game to us, Catamus should reveal first.
All right.
Blue nods and says, "I agree with that. As an unbiased party, I agree."
All right. And I will lift my hands. I've got 10.
Alright,
Okay.
Wingsworth, what do you have?
Dice reveal.
Get.
Out of the cup, like just sets them
You've just been rolling into the
carefully.
cup where your beer is?
Yes, I'm sitting in it. Just carefully with one claw each, just clink, clink.
All right. Well,
What's your number?
And it is what numbers are we revealing?
The
All
D.
three.
All 3 together. You combine them.
Oh, give me a second to do math. It's 12.
all right.
All right.
So, I'm sorry, Catamus. What was your total?
10.
All right. And Wingsworth. What?
Mm-hmm.
All
Wings
right.
with that 12. Yep.
Mr. Rayner, what did you get?
Rainer reveals his. Not that exciting. I got a 12.
Oh, shit.
Well, folks, I told you I was going to make it rich because it's mine, and I reveal 15. I only put in 1 silver. You tried to bluff me. You know better. How long have you known me? Exactly.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 plus
I
5
mean-
plus 7 is 15. Wait, yeah, 15.
3 plus 5 plus 7?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's amazing. You managed to get 1 off of the highest number you could possibly roll each time.
It is.
Rainer.
Inside
looks
check!
and is like, all right. So, and you're gonna have to roll a deception check for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an insight check too.
But you know what? I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just gonna stare her down, give a wink, and go, and pass my money to her.
Rainer doesn't say anything. He just puts his hands up. Well, I consider that a nice little prize, don't you?
Wingsworth does just the clicky claw, just slightly the clicky claw.
Alright, so that was 4 people putting in 3 silver each. So that's
It's
12
100
silver.
copper overall, so 1 gold.
Okay.
You rake quite a pile into your arms. It's pretty impressive.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Pinnacle Shuffle.
Floon looks over at Raynor. He says, I think we might have just been hustled, my friend. And Raynor just kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, what else is new? Let's get some alcohol.
Fuck yeah!
Let's
All
get
right, and
that
they're ready to
drink
start
on.
partying down and drinking with you tonight.
Drunk Wingsworth will resume trying to feed peanuts to Raynor.
I'm just gonna look at Anne and go, drinks are on you tonight.
Oh,
My
I don't
dear.
think so.
Every now and then, your accent goes a little bit Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, that's entirely the point.
Chianti.
I am totally
Very-
trying to straddle
It's really
that line.
scary for me as the DM. Like, I'm trying to just play it straight, but I'm like, no, now I'm really scared.
The accent is trying to go halfway between Hannibal Lecter and Lucifer.
I'll buy
Well, it's
one
scary.
round.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. Let's party!
Immediately splash beer on the table.
And with
That's
that,
less for you to drink the more you spill.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Sad
We
Brock.
got a gallon.
I mean, to be fair, a gallon of beer is not that much. Oh,
Nah.
wait, that's right. I drink a lot. Fuck. Okay,
I will say, I
I
work
mean,
at a bowling center.
okay.
And it's not a lot when you're splitting it between 6 people. No, that's not a lot at all.
Listen, I've only had one cup of mojito, but that cup keeps magically refilling.
Wow, impressive.
That's a magic cup. I'm gonna use the
know, I
restroom real
love
quick, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta piss like a racehorse.
Cool. All right. We're just gonna party and get drunk in exposition.
Yep, trying to feed Raynor peanuts.
I am confused and disturbed.
It's Octopus Prime.
By the way, that was mostly luck. I only changed one dice.
Raynor had a perfect score up till the very end, or he would have dipped out in the middle.
I figured that's why I went higher than I wanted to. I was gonna go with a 5, but I'm like, nee.
Yeah.
Guy who cheaped out on actually paying us. Still in.
Wow. You know, must be nice. I mean, I would love to have a house just given to me as a gift.
Yeah. You have to pay taxes on that shit. Like, the Price is Right. People have gone into debt winning shit.
Yeah, but the Price is Right doesn't exist in Waterdeep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dogs need to use the restroom.
All right.
Do we want to do
Okay.
a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool.
I'm gonna eat candy while that's happening.
Yeah. Oh, candy. I want candy, bubblegum and taffy. All right, 20. Let's make it 6 minutes to make it even. And we will be back in about 5-6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Be right back.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in got history.
Go back to school.
And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name?
Ready?
Yeah. My love it grows
good.
with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, you and I, we got history. Yeah.
Elected this year's president.
We are doing this.
Just too many.
Yeah. How
it
long
was
can
tough
you
for the
play in
DM.
any given day?
Wherever love goes, there is
About 3
also
hours.
misery. It's no
You
mystery.
can play for 3
And you
hours?
and I, we got history. Yeah.
Wow.
Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy.
I live in a
When we're
rural
in
area,
too
so
deep.
when I went to
And
school,
you
there was
and
some
I,
stuff
we
like
got
that.
history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain.
To get to the bus.
I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain.
Hello.
My love it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history. Yeah.
I actually have a very similar thing that happened with my big cat. He had bladder crystals for a long time. It got so bad he had to get surgery. So he has to be on the screens and stuff for life. But when they brought him back from surgery, I thought they gave me back a different cat. Suddenly he had all his energy again. Whenever you want.
All right, we are back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I will go ahead and take the heat on needing to take that break. I have a...
No, it was me.
It was all of us. We're the problem.
Oh my god, we have bladders and sometimes they're full. What the fuck is wrong with us, guys?
Okay, I'm done.
Our breaks are nowhere near that bad. We don't spend 20 minutes.
It's not too bad, yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
So,
God damn it.
everybody's ready to drink and carouse for the night?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to
All right.
get fucking crunk up in this bitch.
All right. So, yeah, you party the night away. Are any of you gonna hold back or go extra hard?
I'm not gonna drink too much.
Okay.
Yeah, just enough to get a nice decent buzz.
Yeah.
And
All right.
after...
Keeping in mind that I'm like an ounce and a half.
Right. So, are you gonna go for like drinking like a person or drinking like a bird? Because if so, you might already be at the limit for a bird. I would like everyone to roll a Constitution check.
Check?
Or check, not a saving throw. Okay.
Do a Constitution check.
Yeah,
don't have
I probably would not
proficiency
have
on
more
saving
than
throw.
1 cup of ale. Should I still throw one?
Yes, I want one from everyone, please.
Okay.
Hey. I feel like Sinway over here.
5. There's a reason why I wasn't going
Alright.
for more than 1 cup of ale.
All right, so Cannabis, how drunk do you seem to be for the rest of the evening?
I'm going to seem relatively, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go for about an 8.
Okay. All right, we'll do another performance check for me, please.
There we go, finally got that going.
All right. You convincingly appear pretty inebriated
Perfect.
for the whole night, but you are holding it very well. You are drinking enough to appear like if you're a lightweight, yeah, you'll definitely be on that level. So you convincingly give an act of being a lightweight, but still continuing to drink throughout the night.
Perfect. May I also pull out my let's see, which one do I want to use? Let's go with my lute and play a couple of songs in order to get everybody else in the bar in the mood and dancing. I will throw my hat on top of the table.
All right.
I...
I'm gonna say make a performance check, but you can have advantage because you're already kind of in a persona. You're kind of doing some improv, so you're already warmed up for a good performance.
I will take that
All
20.
right. Excellent. So it's pretty good. Everybody's having a great time. Floon and Rainer are getting into it. There are people in the bar that are getting into it. They're all coming by and dancing, and some people are putting money in your hats. As for everyone else, you all managed to hold your liquor pretty well. Aside from Sir Wingsworth, unfortunately, a little bit drunk. Like a little like swaying across the table like a seaman on the deck of a ship in a storm.
Flits back and forth between Cadmus's shoulder, drunkenly going "Rock scream," like trying to sing and trying to feed the cute
Sometimes
guys peanuts.
accidentally doing a little roll into his foot instead of making it to the shoulder, but most of the time getting there. Sometimes
then-
very distracting.
Yep. Then spends time trying to like feed the cute guys peanuts and play with their hair.
They're still really weirded out by this Hawk friend that everyone seems to have, but they still haven't been like, no thanks, Hawk. They're just keep being like, is this really happening? We're hanging out with a bird. Okay. Yeah, and the night goes on, everybody's really into it. Cadamus, roll a d20. and add your charisma modifier.
Sorry about that. Say that again.
Roll a d20, add your charisma modifier.
Where is charisma? Boop.
All right.
22.
So you're going to find 22 copper pieces in your hat from your performance.
I will take it.
Yeah. All right.
2, 2.
How is everyone else doing? Anyone else doing anything or just enjoying the party?
Yeah, just enjoying myself.
Now, does that mean conscious or unconscious? Let me just clarify.
No, Corbin's not going to. Actually, not going to really drink to excess tonight.
So he's going to be kind of partying down with everyone else.
Just getting a buzz, and then
Cool.
actually probably stealing off to go to sleep before anyone else does. Actually.
Okay. All right. Well, then you
Yeah, I'm
revel
just
in the
gonna stay.
festivities for a while and then kind of wander off.
I'm gonna stay and observe, not get past that one ale. And then head upstairs once I can't stand the bard anymore.
So like 10 minutes in.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's a good performance. Like this, you can tell this is what he does for coin when he needs it. So,
I
but
like
you know,
big
he does have a
boys
kind
and
of
the
one of
city
those
boys and the skinny
faces
boys.
where, sorry, they have one of those faces where every now and then you're just like, yeah, no,
Damn your libido!
Nope, actually
What?
not a problem for me.
no. Yeah, every now and then it's just like, oh, you're just playing it up too much, a little too much cheese. I can tell.
Ah, okay.
Too much camp.
Oh, but that's what makes it so
Yeah.
much fun.
All right, so then that leaves the Hawk and Catamus.
Once people stop throwing money in the hat, I am going
The
to...
hawk is going to hop onto Anne's shoulder when she heads up and just like lean on her head. Just
I scratch Wingsworth's head and head on up.
All right.
And once people stop paying, I will stop the performance and go to rest myself.
All right. Okay, so that's good. Is everyone safely in bed, all tucked away?
All snug as a bug in a rug.
snug as a bug in a rug.
All right. Well, then, you all get a pretty good night's sleep, and you wake up in the morning, and the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day out. It's some clouds in the sky, but it's like nice, pretty. Everybody's pretty much fine. The hawk is a little hungover. Just a bit. Not enough that it's like you want to lay in bed, but you're just like, ugh, God, why?
Hold on, I got something to ask you on the Discord, Alice.
Okay.
I love
Sorry,
it.
it's going to totally take me a second because I'm a little drunk and this is a fail.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Take your time. Take your time.
I'm perfectly okay with this. So, I will tell you what, while you're doing that, I will meet up with Anne down in the bar area in the morning.
Good morning, Catamus. How are you this morning?
Light and refreshed, and smelling a lot better.
I hate sewer work.
Miss Anne,
Yes.
if you don't mind me asking, what is your opposition to owning real estate?
Makes it difficult to get under the... You get really noticeable really quick if you own something. I'm not opposed to owning anything. I'm just not in a position in which I am ready to be seen.
What if I had an offer for you of a silent partnership?
I'm listening.
Let's say I have an idea that may bring in some extra income for you, involving this piece of real estate. You won't have to do anything. You can go about your life as you see fit. Just, let's say we arrange a specific location, and as, say, once a month, a package will show up in this location that will contain the necessary, how can I put this, interest to maintain this silent partnership.
I am intrigued. I would, of course, like to hear more details. But you have caught my interest.
Well, let me just say, the lower the number of questions you ask, the better. But everything will be above board. Everything will be perfectly legal. Just need a, shall we say, safe location for individuals requiring respite.
I believe that individuals requiring respite is something we can all understand.
Well then, I'm glad we can be of a certain accord. And of course, this house, should you ever need, will always have a nice soft bed available for you.
Excellent. And I might request space from time to time for those who might need respite.
Oh,
Not
should
often.
rest
these
assured.
Individuals would not be expected to partake in anything except for space. A safe space and a little bit less interest. On my
Would
part.
this safe space require a, how shall I put this, legitimate front face to it?
I would say more along the lines of a quiet room in which one might spend the night unmolested.
Well, I'm sure that could be arranged. Supposing this house meets our requirements.
Of course, who knows what um this house might even look like, and it might not be suitable for either of our purposes.
Truly. So,
Where are you having this conversation?
corner of the bar, away from individuals.
Okay.
So
Where's
Corbin
everyone else?
wasn't able to hear any of that.
I've already got Sir Wingsworth. Corbin, where were you?
I don't even know which day it is at this point because I went
It's
AFK.
morning.
It's the morning of the next day.
Oh, yep. Yep. So this would be morning time.
Well, I mean, he would have come down for breakfast. Did he catch any of that? I stumbled into it, so it sounded like they were talking about uses they both might have for the new house that we got.
I feel like that was a pretty natural place to interrupt the conversation. Are the two of you trying to hide what you're talking about? If you were to see your companion come down, would you stop talking about it?
No, I wouldn't
Nah.
stop talking about it.
Okay.
It's a perfectly
Okay.
normal conversation.
Wonderful.
So they don't
So,
stop the conversation as you approach,
So,
and you just hear
once
what you
once Corbin
overheard.
gets the sense that they're kind of talking about uses they might have for owning our own building, he'll pipe up and say, I mean, I work sort of as a bounty hunter, and I wouldn't mind putting a cell in, a flat out jail cell, because occasionally I have to escort people back to persons who want them found.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's the
Goodness.
authorities, sometimes it's someone else, and I don't, I don't. If it's a dead or alive job, I do alive. I don't kill them.
Well,
It's
that's
not a thing I do. But having some place where I can keep someone who would rather leave and keep them safely until I can get them where they need to go, that'd be nice.
Would you need a proper cell that you would find in a guard post, or would you just need a room with a very sturdy lock and very sturdy walls?
I could make do with the latter for a little bit, but you know, if we're gonna keep this house for a while, I'm gonna want to spend some of my own money, of course,
Of course.
to get a full-on proper cell installed. Because
this house might look
occasionally,
a little weird.
occasionally well, you won't see it from the outside.
Exactly.
And you know, I mean, if guests come in and they're kind of weirded out by it, you can just say, you know, I mean, Catamus, you can just sort of wiggle your eyebrows at them and say, you know. It'd be fine.
Well, once again, this is all hypothetical, depending on the state of the estate.
Oh, God.
Boo.
No, I appreciate the
Fuck
pun.
you all. That was beautiful.
It was a good pun. I have to agree.
Thank you, Anne. So,
Alright.
Wingsworth, Corbin.
Wingsworth is not with you. He has not.
I left Wingsworth upstairs. I think he drank a little bit too much last night.
Oh no.
You want me to go get him?
Yes, do. I do want to get his opinion on the state of affairs.
Alright.
Alright. So I go back upstairs and I try to see if it's Arthur or Angua or Wingsworth that is in my room.
Alright, so you're heading back to your room?
Yep.
Okay.
You just see legs half under the bed.
Oi, what's your name today?
Bloody headache.
Alright, bloody headache. Can't do much for you.
Right, gotta do the thing.
Well, wait. We're having discussions about the house and possibly what to do with it.
Attic.
You might want to consume something caffeinated like tea. Just
All
to
right.
get it working through your system.
Right, you've got my wallet. Go down and get me something, or I suppose I can go down like this with pants. Where are my pants?
Yes, I washed them.
Oh.
You turned into a bird right away.
Yeah, and you guys find the laundry that you'd handed over in little bags out of your doors when you come back.
Perfect.
in
You
the
got a
morning.
shirt I could borrow? This one hasn't got any buttons, and I can't exactly go walking around without a shirt in this form.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I want it back. Before you turn into a bird, I want it back.
Okay, all right. I promise. You've got my wallet.
I do have your wallet, but you also, misplace my shirts. It's not the first time.
I'm sorry, I can't.
A+ role playing, guys.
An arc.
10 points to Gryffindor or whatever.
Bardic
Slytherin,
inspiration.
please.
All right. So,
Oh God.
what is it that everyone is going to see when you come down?
She's actually going to wait until Anne comes down and makes some excuse, and then slink out as a lady for the moment and get something caffeinated in the system first.
Okay.
Trying to be very
Stealth check.
nonchalant about it.
All right, before I leave the room, I'm gonna be like, "Are you going to tell them that you are a humanoid
Listen,
person
just because
anytime soon?"
you understand this crazy shenanigan doesn't mean any of the rest of us do.
Sorry, that's
I make
fucking funny.
Just because you understand what I'm doing doesn't mean I do.
If that ain't a mood.
God
All
damn
right,
it.
so I need to come up with some reason why not Arthur, but Angua would like to know about the house.
No, just let me sneak down and have some tea after you go down and make some excuse about Wingsworth having a hangover, and they'll be there later, and I'll just go down to the bar as somebody who did not come out of this room.
All right.
And then come back later as the bird once I'm caffeinated or something. Unless you want to bring me a cup of tea.
I will go get you a cup of tea.
Oh,
That's
all right. Thank you.
easier. So I'm going
Yes,
to
that
go
works.
stealth down, grab a cup of tea, bring it back up, hopefully without the others seeing.
Hopefully.
This is the one time you watch the stealth roll.
All right. Yep. Go ahead and make your stealth roll.
Actually, I'm going to give her guidance. I have that feat.
All right. So how does that work?
I just pat her on the shoulder and it gives her a... What was guidance again, Anne?
I think it's a 1d4.
Plus four.
Yeah.
D4?
Okay.
Oh, so it works like bless.
Okay.
Well, I hope 24 is okay without
Alright.
it.
Passive perception. Corbin. Cadmus.
Yeah, that's way above my passive perception.
Yeah, I mean,
way the hell above mine as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So I go
don't
down,
see a
grab
damn
tea
thing.
without the barkeep even noticing, and then I go back up.
Anne just makes herself a pot of tea without anyone noticing.
Well, if you're really gonna snag it, the barmaid gets a D20 to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope, you're good. She does not see you. The only reason I say so is because like part of her job is to be looking for people just coming up and snatching things. So
Yeah.
but you got it.
Yep. So I get like something like
Alright.
Earl Grey type tea.
There was like
Something
already
strong
like
and
a
caffeinated
tea made up
herbal.
presumably for someone else that and you just swiped the tray and ran off.
Oh, this is
upstairs.
probably Floon's. Perfect. I bring it back up to her.
Oh, good, tea. And then just drink.
So
Hot,
Corbin
hot,
and
hot.
Cadmus, what are the two of you doing downstairs during this time?
Do you trust her?
Do I trust her?
Do you trust her?
There's so many gradations of trust.
Let me put it this way. I trust you. You are a man of meaning this in the least insulting way possible. Simple tastes. You get jobs. You have a job to do. You do the job. You continue. Cycle repeats itself. I'm very much the same way myself. I get a job. I do the job. Cycle repeats itself. She seems like a bit of a wild card. I trust
it
that she
you
has her
just
own
haven't figured-
self-interests.
You just haven't figured out what her job is yet.
I think I know, but I'm not entirely sure. Hence, me asking, do you trust her? I trust her self-interests.
I trust her self-interest, and from what I've seen so far, she's better than most. I've spent years in this town, years in this place, doing a lot of things I'm not proud of anymore. Being a member of the what's the right way to say it?
Oh, trust
The-
me, you don't need to
the-
say any more than you feel comfortable with.
The legality optional portion of society.
Very, very politic way of putting that.
And I'm not there anymore.
Can I
And
point out then, because I didn't realize Corbin had lived in Waterdeep for a while, then he might have heard of, or either of them, and previously heard of like Wingsworth or someone to that description, or Anne.
Uh,
That's true. I
And
mean, you would all be very familiar with some very similar circles.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We're all kind
It
of pieces of
depends.
shit.
right.
That's
Catamus
a-
is
that's a-
Catamus is at a disadvantage here because he just isn't indoctrinated into the same, like, I would not be surprised if you had caught glimpses of each other around the same areas. But, you know, you don't always make friends with everyone that you meet.
Yeah.
Not right away anyways.
No, but it's definitely a case of, when you see someone and you don't know them, but you've seen them before, like God has
Mhm.
run out of extras in the movie of your life.
Right. Exactly. Right. So that could be possible, maybe not. That's something that you could definitely explore if you wanted to like really try to think about it. But otherwise, you're all kind of familiar. Like you can tell a Waterdeep native when you meet one.
A Watadavian.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
Yeah.
You can't correct the
I'm sorry.
Who are you talking to?
I don't
keep
know.
trying.
I'm literally just talking out loud because I've... Look, I have had about 5 of these fucking 9.0 APV beers.
Cadmus has just started narrating his life.
I sat
In
there
my
across
voice? That's
from
so
the
flattering.
monk, wondering
I'm
what it
taking
was
all
that he
my
would do.
Riches now.
All right. So, this is off. You guys are off to a beautiful, weird friendship already.
Perfect. That's the
No
way
one
I
trusts
want it.
anyone else.
We're,
Hooray!
we're all horrible people, but we get along well because we're all just giant nerd horrible people.
I was gonna go with we all trust that we're all pieces of shit, so we know, like, hey,
We trust
you're a
each
piece
other.
of shit, but we know exactly that when things come down to save myself or save everybody else, you're gonna save
Actually-
yourself.
Considering you guys helped my character, yeah, my character's pretty much in the camp of they're not that horrible.
All right, team not that horrible.
Hooray!
Yes,
Refocusing
we
back
are the
on the
Star Wars
conversation of whether or not
heroes.
Anne is a trustable piece of shit.
So, I guess my question then falls to, considering your line of work, should one of our names come across your list, would you... What would you do?
Da-na-na.
I've seen contracts out on friends before, and I just don't take that job. I'm not given a job by someone who has direct control over me and told, nope, this is the person you're pursuing. There's a job board, and I take ones I want to take. Like I said, I will take live capture. I will take dead or alive, but I bring them in alive, and to an extent, I think that saved my ass before, because while I used to be a member of the criminal element in this town, and I'm not anymore, they at least know that if I'm the one coming for them, I'm not going to be bringing their head back in a box.
And does that tend to pacify them, or?
Oh, hell no, they don't want to get caught.
Of course. I guess ultimately this comes down to one question.
But
I
no, if there's a
have potential plans for this location that, should you all acquiesce to them, it would require your line of business, what you are requesting, to be as discreet as possible.
I can do discreet. And again, I don't even need to conduct business out of that place. I mean, it might be convenient to be able to keep a client, if you will,
Mhm.
in
He can have the
someplace
basement
they're
where the rats are, and
confident
I'll
that
just eat
it's
the rats and
secure,
leave.
and
Sorry.
it'd be nice to be able to keep someone in a place where I'm confident of the security. But I'd have to know what your plans are and what level of discreetness we're talking about.
Well, once again, I will tell you exactly what I told Anne. This entirely depends on the property, how big it is, what amenities are involved, and the general upkeep of the location, but needless to say that it is something very personal for myself, and it is something that, should it come to a pass, would require discretion from yourself and Anne in order to maintain its outward appearance and, to be quite honest, its safety.
Hmm. Well,
I am beating around the bush like a motherfucker.
I am intrigued and curious in the sense of not knowing what you're really on about here, but I'm no stranger to discretion. If that's to what degree that sets your mind at ease, I don't know, but I'm no stranger to discretion.
For now, that will do. Tell you what, let's get the hawk and the switchblade and go check out our new digs.
Hey, if anything, she's an arrow slinger. She hasn't used a blade once.
I've used my short sword.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. R.I.P. Frederick.
Is this the right one? Yep.
What the hell is happening? I'm so sorry. What?
She just checked out entirely.
Sorry, there was a message that came in about something else entirely, but I only was out for a second and things got weird. What happened?
I'm involved. Of course it got weird.
I know.
We love you.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, fun. This is gonna be fun. Gosh, why
Yes.
did I decide to try to entrust you guys with property?
You know exactly what I want to do with this thing.
I need to go back through my notes, but I do recall that that you would be particularly interested in this opportunity.
Yes.
I actually am surprised that everyone hasn't already decided. Well, I guess everyone mostly has, except for Anne. But you haven't even looked at it yet. Keep that in mind. You have not seen this property.
This is true.
You do
I
not
would
know what
see
kind of
this
house
shit.
this is.
I would
It could be
say
an outhouse.
I would say that the
Can I
four
get
of
the
us
roof?
go ahead and meet up.
Yeah, you're going to be meeting Volo at the magistrate's office to sign the paperwork over at like I believe that you had confirmed 1 p.m. with Volo. So
Yes.
if you want to see this place before it becomes yours, time is of the essence.
What
Let's
time
go
is it
check
now?
this out.
I would say you guys are done with all this around 10 a.m.
Perfect. Let's go check out our new digs.
Okay.
And scratches Wingsworth's head
Yep.
and comes down the stairs.
All right. So we're gonna play with dynamic lighting, you said?
Yes, we currently have to cut dynamic lighting.
Okay. So what are we doing?
I'm not quite sure. I guess we're heading towards the establishment.
No, I mean, as far as like getting rid of the dynamic lighting, do you have any recommendations?
Oh, give me 1 second as I do this.
Do what?
I am going to pull up Roll20 in the other screen so that I can help you out.
Okay.
And then we can walk through it together.
Okay. Cool.
In the meantime, this one. Okay, so it would be if you pull down the map menu,
Hmm.
you should be able to click on the gear icon next to the map that you're on.
Okay.
And if you scroll down, you should see dynamic lighting, and you can just straight up turn it off.
Okay.
And click OK, and that should
How to do?
turn it off. And then the players may need to reset. The players may need to reload their page,
Okay.
which I
Okay.
will do. Apologize to the chat room and all
Oh,
of our
We're doing
viewers.
this live. Hell, I have an audience who's laughing back there.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Oh,
Excellent.
don't worry.
Ooh, cool.
Am I still a player, or did it? Yeah, it popped me back in as a GM.
Are you messing around with my status as the most important person here?
No, I just have to click a
I'm just
button to rejoin as player.
No, but we all saw what you're doing, and it's horrible.
Yes, you can see that I am clicking a button
Oh,
in
they're
a menu.
Calm down.
Oh. Welcome to Roll20, everybody.
Oh my god, I just found a list of the temples in Waterdeep. What the fuck?
Well, we needed that
you
last
don't
time.
need it.
Yeah, that would have been great to have last time. Damn
Like I
it.
said, you only find it when you don't need it.
I know, and it's a
Exactly.
table too, so I have the worst trouble finding tables that I need to get back to. All right,
it's
but I've
time to
got I
save
believe I
that
have
one in
all
a
the
folder.
information I need here. So, how are we doing with the lighting?
Perfect.
We don't
Okay, so you
we
can
see
see everything. Good. Okay. So yeah, this is because you are headed towards an area called Troll Skull Alley, which is in the North Ward. Um,
Oh shit.
so I'm gonna fill you in on the North Ward. Let's
Please do.
see. Most of you are
Appreciate you taking it
from
lightly. I'll
around
stop.
here. Cadamus, how have you been spending your days since you got into town?
I'm pretty much morning, noon, and night have been performing throughout the random bars. So across town, wherever I happen to find a place that needs
Okay.
livening.
So you may not have a really in-depth knowledge of every place in Waterdeep, you've got a pretty broad idea of how the city's laid out and what kind of places are where, and what kind of people you find in each of the wards. So you would know this information about the North Ward as well. Nobles aplenty live in the North Ward, but the character of this ward is more peaceful than that of the Sea Ward. Though it has taverns and shops to suit a variety of tastes, the tenor of the area tends towards reserved and polite. Most streets are lined with row houses inhabited by the families of prosperous people of business, investing, and civic service. They are each wealthy enough to employ a servant or two, or they endeavor to appear as such. Let's see. So you are in a really nice area. Like you're coming into a place where most of these homes are what you would call a manor or an estate. The nice, pretty lawns. There's no filth in the streets.
Wow.
Oh, this area doesn't smell like shit. I'm not used to that.
Yeah. And as you are going around, like kind of observing the buildings, you notice that the Northward's colors are green and orange, and its mascot is a gentle white dove depicted in flight. Many of the homes have dovecotes on their roofs, and great flocks of the birds that circle over the city at dawn and dusk are a delight to behold. So this is
Ooh,
something that is famous
breakfast.
about the North Ward. The North Ward is renowned for the doves that just live all over.
Oh shit! Yeah, breakfast.
Beautiful.
That's kind of messed up.
I'm
Stretch
a
my little
hawk.
butty.
What do you want from me? It's the circle of life.
Dang. Okay, well,
Urban
doves watch
legend
out.
is a thing where they hunt pigeons with rocks.
All right. So, you are starting to come into this area.
Wingsworth is doing a little dance on Cadmus's shoulder.
So, as you approach Troll Skull Alley,
Yes.
do you decide to wander about? Or are you going to go straight to the house? It probably takes you like, I'm going to say it takes you like 30 minutes to get here on foot.
Lady, sir, avian. Shall we go directly there, or shall we mill about, if you will?
Well, let's go there first and then mill about if
Yeah, let's see the
everything
place.
is.
Okay.
Gotta say, if we're gonna live at a place called Troll Skull Alley, I kind of appreciate how intimidating that sounds.
Also
Exactly.
doesn't seem like it matches the
Doesn't
street.
quite match the vibe of the place, does it?
Yes, it's much like a 6'4", 300-pound man being named Tiny.
All right. So, you're going to head straight there then?
Yes.
Okay. So, you you're pretty able to find your way there because it turns out that Troll Skull Manor is actually a historical location in Troll Skull Alley, and that's why it's named as such. And are we all on the map now?
I believe so.
Is the dynamic lighting
back.
on?
The
The
dynamic
dynamic
lighting
lighting is on.
It's
We
not
can
on for me.
fix
Hang
that
on.
real quick.
It's not on for you?
Yeah.
Nope. It went back to it was, but it went back to what it previously was.
Interesting.
So,
I know.
basically, I'm going to let you have free run of this map as though you are bursting open the doors and just running about, seeing what's there. to
Yeah,
be
that's
seen.
weird. I'm stuck on the previous screen. I've reconnected.
That's
Okay,
weird.
let me try moving you. You are on the Troll Skull Alley map.
Hold on. Let me close the window and try reopening it. Meanwhile, Wingsworth kind of hops from Anne's shoulder over to Cadmus's and kind of does this little dance and looks up and goes, "Bark, bark, 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 bark."
Yes, exactly.
Well, when I said we should look at it, I meant from the outside. We don't own it yet.
Bark.
Well, Volo told you before he left you last night, to look it over, to go see the house.
Okay,
He's
yeah, that
given you an
worked.
open invitation to go and look through the house.
Okay, am I right that the front door is on the bottom left map piece?
I am loading up my
I
screen
believe so. Yeah.
so that I can make sure that we are.
Well, my dynamic lighting won't change depending on where I am because I go through the doorway.
I
Nothing
hit
changes.
reload. I hit reload and dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I had to re come into the page, but it worked.
Okay. So everyone is seeing it right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, except for me. I'm still loading.
So yeah, you guys would probably be starting like. Am I
Okay, there
moving
is
you?
no more dynamic lighting.
Okay. So you would probably be coming in from here. Whoops. Dang it.
No,
From
not
here.
rejoin as GM. Do not rejoin as GM.
Do not.
Rejoin as
Do
player.
not. Do
fucker.
not. All right.
Sorry,
So
I'm
I
trying
will
to get
describe
this
what you're seeing as you approach. So as you approach from the outside, you see a 4-story fucking manor, like a mansion. This is an enormous house. It would look quite breathtaking if it seemed that there was any indication that anyone was taking care of it. The building underneath all of the years of neglect is quite stunning. You can see why this area was named after this house. And all right, could I get a perception check from everyone as you approach?
As soon as I get everything to come back up.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay, you said perception?
Yeah, please.
19.
All right.
13 for the monk, 15 for the bird.
All right. So, as you approach the house, you can see through some of the larger bottom windows that there
Oh,
is.
it's also a +2 to mine because hawks
Okay.
have +2 to their perception.
So
Okay.
17 for the bird.
All right. So as you approach, all of you notice.
There we go.
Yeah, definitely. All of you notice through the windows, you see like tables and chairs. You see a bar across from one of the window, or like as you look through straight through the windows to the other side of the room, you see a bar. So the bottom floor looks from the outside like a tavern.
I doubt there's any
Oh.
booze in there right now.
Maybe old rotten booze.
I mean, alcohol doesn't really go bad, but the point remains.
There's some alcohol you just don't want to drink after a while, though.
This is true.
Corbin goes up to the front door and tries the door. Is it open
It's open.
or locked? Okay.
Mhm.
Probably nothing valuable left in this place.
Well, you never know.
He goes
Alright,
on in.
yep.
We could
You
sell the furniture.
see everything covered in dust, some neglected, abused, and broken furniture. Looks like everything that was of any value is moved out of here, and the rest was just kind of left where it is. So, fairly empty. Nothing remarkable that catches your eye, Again, just like as when you approached from the outside, you see that this place was once incredible. Like you can almost visualize like this room full of people drinking and laughing. It's like almost as though you can hear the music in your ears and like feel the fire in the fireplace, and you're kind of swept up for a minute in this like, wow, this place actually was pretty beautiful. And then, you blink your eyes and you see the dust and the broken tables, and it's a weird, it almost seems like you're seeing the whisper of the place that passed.
So is there, like, any furniture that's still whole?
No, anything that was left behind was furniture that was just too broken to be bothered taking it.
Well, we have firewood to start out with.
Mm-hmm.
if we get that place. And the dust isn't so bad. We can get that done within a day or two.
Can I are there from the ground level, are there stairs going upstairs? I don't see. Or is
I think it's that.
it okay.
Do I
Weirdly
see
enough,
evidence of
the way the wall's
rodents?
drawn, it looks like the stairs up to the second floor are from the outside. Like you'd have to go from the outside to get to the second floor, but
Yeah.
it's weirdly drawn. Be
And
interesting if that's the way it was. Like literally, the top was just a
I
residence
wonder
that is
if
completely separate from the bar.
okay. I mean, that's the way it seems to be drawn.
Yeah.
The first floor, oh, you know why? Because if the first floor is a public tavern, then the second, third, and fourth floors are going to be private because you can only get to them from leaving the tavern.
Makes
That's
sense.
kind of cool. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
cool.
I'm looking for rodent evidence.
Yeah, me too, by the way.
All right.
And
So investigation check. Everybody, what is everyone doing?
I am counting bedrooms and
So you're gonna go upstairs, you're gonna go downstairs,
yes.
see what all's about. Okay.
Yeah.
This investigation. There we go. 16.
Corbin's gonna go with Cadmus and check out the next floors.
I'm
Okay.
checking out structure and what kind of rodent problem this place has.
Okay.
I'm looking for
And
breakfast.
All right, inside the
should have
tavern.
Yeah, in and around.
Okay. Everyone roll an investigation check. Are those two fresh?
Yep.
Okay.
I see nothing.
I also see nothing.
Stop looking in the hat.
You cannot find
Um,
the stairs to go upstairs.
I'm
I mean, you
looking at the
do,
hatch.
but you like are running through here, just like running through all the rooms and having fun, and there's these cool empty rooms, and they're all dusty, and like the sun's shining in on the floors, and you guys just totally forget what you came up here for. You're just
Like-
having such a good time, like running through all these rooms.
Oh my god, this one can be the solarium because any good house
Exactly.
has a solarium. This is the kitchen and the kitchenette with the nice little dining room nook.
Like, and you feel that moment again, like you see these rooms and it's like they're just alight with all of the potential and like, you know, memories of the past, and you almost feel like you can like hear people talking and laughing in these rooms.
I take it this trapdoor goes to here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that is the cellar. It's pretty small. It's pretty small and cramped. It's just big enough to hold whatever
Fuck.
stock has to be down there.
I just deleted
If-
my own token.
All right, well, what do we need to do to get you back then?
Go to the character, go to the journal,
Okay.
and literally just click my name and drag
Click
it
and
onto
drag.
the board.
Great.
And it
Boop.
should pop me out.
There we go.
There we go. And now click me
Okay.
and go to the gear icon.
Yep.
And I believe you can do
Controlled by Pangolin Bard.
Yep.
Yep. All right, cool.
There we go. And I'm good.
All right, so,
I take it I'm able to find that this hatch exists and goes into the basement.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here.
If anybody wants, I will go investigate the hatch and the cellar because I can fit down there. I don't want the tiefling to get stuck on the ceiling again.
No, I just want to look at Corbin and say, why don't you
So-
check this out and tell me if this would suit your needs?
Okay.
What, down there?
Yes.
Okay.
Is somebody drawing a dick on the map?
Jesus, you guys. All
That's a
right, so
mouse.
while you are all doing that, let
I
me,
eat
let
the
me get
mouse.
into the kinds of things that you are seeing. Sir Wingsworth, you aren't really finding a lot of living creatures inside. It's pretty just dusty and musty and, empty, very empty. There's plenty of crap living in all of the overgrown bushes and stuff outside, though, on the lawn.
Okay, sod that. I'm gonna look for an attic.
Okay, there is an attic.
Awesome.
The two doors leading into the rooms on the left and the right are closed.
To the attic.
Once you get up into the attic, it is a hallway. You get up into the attic and there is a hallway. And on the left and right side, you see two doors and each one of them is closed.
Yeah, sadly, claws don't work as fingers, so I'm
You are
going...
welcome to try.
I mean, what role is that?
I'm gonna say, depending on the strategy that you use, you could do a dex or you could do a strength.
Let's go with the one that's dex based.
Okay, dex. So let's say you could do an acrobatics to see if you can flap and twist and get the right torque.
Okay, let's see.
Yes. Twerk those.
You flap against that door for a little while, and I mean, on the upside, the doors seem to be seated pretty well in the frames. Everything seems pretty solid.
And then I
Wheels are
take my
working.
wounded pride back downstairs to find breakfast.
All right. So let's see. Anne, and I'm sorry, Anne, what specifically were you looking for?
I was searching for pest problems and structural integrity.
This place was built by people who were quite proud of what they were doing. There's some neglect, and some things will need to be replaced. Some things might need to be refinished. As far as the foundations of the home and like the framework of it, it is in great shape. Volo was really giving up a beautiful piece of property here, but you can see why, because it did take some work to get it up and running as an establishment, and Volo is known to just leave town and go touring his new book. So it's an incredible piece of property as far as you can tell.
But, like, pests, like,
You don't see any indication that there have been any here for a while. Like, this place was cleaned out whistle clean when it was left behind, and except for, the broken furniture and stuff, but you don't find any, like, trash or refuse of any kind. It's just
Oh,
pretty bare.
real life me is envious.
Right?
I-
Right?
I live on a farm in Texas. There are probably mice in this house that are fans of our game.
Fair
I
cop.
mean, I live in a dilapidated house in Missouri. There are probably snakes that are fans of our game.
My house is
Our house
okay.
is just covered in a thin layer of ants. Just ants everywhere.
Oh yeah, I live in the woods. I've got
I
bugs
will-
everywhere.
I will take the little
But-
field mice over the ants.
This house doesn't have any rodent problems to speak of at the moment.
no rodents, no termites, no...
Nothing that you can see. I mean, but you would also know that there are services that you can bring in. People that work with the Carpenters Guild that could come in for a small fee, assess the property and tell you what the cost would be to have it, back up at peak condition.
Alright.
So you wouldn't be able to just look around and estimate how much, costs, but you don't see anything that seems really alarming to you.
I'm drawing the path that one would take to look around the house
Okay.
in order to go up the floor. Sorry, I'm just tracing it for my own sake.
Yeah, no, that makes sense actually. I was going to ask you guys how you wanted to move from room to
Yep.
room.
That looks like it.
This house is cool as hell, y'all. I want to
Really
live
like
here.
it.
Yeah.
There's everything here. And obviously, we can change these to something else, but
So Corbin pops up from the cellar, says, "Okay, well, I mean, if I wanted to build a cell down there, I really probably could, although if we're going to let this place get run as a bar, like if we wanted to rent this floor out as a tavern, I don't think I want to put a cell down there. I think they'd need the storage space for the tavern.
Well, allow me to state that if my wishes were to come true, we would need to renovate this floor. It would not be a bar, but we could definitely make this a location that you could. And I'm looking. It looks like there's a door right here.
That I could haul an unwilling humanoid down into the trapdoor in the floor.
Exactly. We could.
I mean, you're not thinking an upscale restaurant, right? Because
no.
Patrons tend to frown when some drunkard is drugged, kicking and screaming down into the floor.
This does seem to be a
Don't
bit
ask
of
what
a
the hole
place
in the
that
floor is.
it might be obvious when you're dragging him through the streets.
I am literally thinking of taking this bar out and just walling off this section and allowing this to be a straight path from this back door to the cell.
Oh, okay.
So that it wouldn't be a problem. And then the ground floor, you would have this whole section that we are currently in, minus the bar area, to function as a cell/interrogation unit.
What kind of place are you guys coming up with?
That would be your business area, if you will.
Everyone that is hearing or participating in this conversation, roll a wisdom check.
Oh, God. Natural 20!
Ditto.
Natural 20!
Ooh.
All right. Like as the words are leaving your lips and you're all kind of letting them settle in, you're looking around and you're thinking that this would be quite expensive to do. And not only that, but people would know you were doing it. If you were working with the guild would know that what you were building, and if you were not working with the guild would know you were building without them. Either way, the amount of money it would take to get it done quietly, quite exorbitant.
Okay.
Depends on how shoddy you want it done.
Even in this city, the guild owns it. If you do it without the guild, you will be sorry.
Oh,
And that's not
entirely.
me threatening you. That is me telling you how I feel about working without the guild.
Yeah, I kind of figured we were playing by Ankh-Morpork rules.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I kind of figured we were playing by Ankh-Morpork rules.
Yeah. It would be expensive, and it would be incredibly hard to keep people from knowing about it.
I mean,
All
renovating
right.
a place that's dilapidated is not unheard of.
Building a cell and interrogation room inside of a
Yeah,
home, though.
maybe just keep that part quiet and not do that.
That's what I'm saying, is that all of you know that keeping that quiet from the guild, who makes it their business to stick their noses in any ununionized labor. It's something that you'd have to pay off a lot of people to make it done, to have it done quietly.
Yes.
Everything in this city is done by permits and contracts, and the people who are supposed to do the thing, it all runs on the guild. So just keep in mind while you're planning your construction that anything that would arouse suspicion might be hard to build without everybody finding out about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, let me select the fucking piece of fucking shit fuckers. I don't want to delete my token again.
Be careful.
You know what? I'm going to move my token over here and then go whee and delete all of this. No, let me select all of this. Why won't you let me select it? Fuck.
Something that I drew.
Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Yes. All right. I see Corbin's on the first floor. Is Anne also on the first floor and Angua?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What kind of place are you looking to turn this into?
Actually,
A
at
cabaret?
this moment, Wingsworth comes back in with a tail in his mouth.
Good job.
Okay.
Ah!
All right, then. I am going to be 100% honest with the two of you, which is something that is going to cause me quite a bit of...
Pain and suffering.
Squawk,
Can't.
squawk.
You have to say Brock.
Yes, quite a bit of embarrassment. I would like to turn this house into the... How can I put this? Callaway Conservatory for Wayward Tieflings. I would like to turn this house into an orphanage.
A tiefling orphanage?
Correct.
That is surprisingly within my thought process.
That's what I figured.
I'm perfectly happy with this.
It would be a legitimate front for all of our businesses. I would be in charge of maintaining the caregiving of the children and ensuring that they are properly educated, while you two would be able to maintain your own operations as they persist.
I have questions. Lean against the bar and cross my arms. This
How-
education you're giving them, what kind of education?
Oh, a basic education of how to get by in the world. Basic maths, basic reading, and
Maths,
whatever
reading.
vocation that they happen to decide that they may want. Whether it be entertainment, or the mystical arts, or just simple trades. More so, this is meant to be a home for those that don't have one and have been ridiculed by those around them, simply for the circumstances of their birth.
All right.
I'll even give you this. I will take the upstairs, save for the attic, Wingsworth, and you two can keep the main floor and basement.
I have some acquaintances that occasionally need to come out of the cold. They tend to be young. Would they be able to sit in on some lessons as well?
Certainly, should they be able to provide a rather nominal fee.
I don't know. If this place is an orphanage and we're not really talking about them eating or staying the night unless it's like dangerous with weather.
Well, the
I
children do
believe-
have to eat, and we need a way to provide for them. I figure this ground floor could be a perfect opportunity for income to flow into the house in order to pay for the children. Should some wayward individual needing respite from, shall we say, legal matters require our services, they will be able to do so for a small fee.
I'm talking about those without means of their own. Finding a place where they might find means.
Ah. You're talking about the same thing that I'm talking about, then.
Yes, although these children would not live here. They would just come in during dangerous times weather permitting or safety concerns might crop up.
It could provide socialization for, well, both parties in that case. Which would breed acceptance. This is something that I could get behind.
Yes, and the ones I'm talking about would not be able to pay a nominal fee for lessons, I'm afraid. They feed themselves, they house themselves, but sometimes they just need a little bit of safety.
Trust me, that is something I can understand very well. That would be something that I could acquiesce to.
Well then, I think that I can get behind your idea. Corbin, what do you think?
Well, I think me sectioning off a chunk of this floor for my own little private jail is going to be a bit pricey, and we're going to have to, well, I don't know, the guild. Well, we'll have to just figure all that out. But we're talking about using which floors for which purposes? Are we reserving a floor so each of us can just have some living space?
I imagine this living space for the adults in the situation would be within the upper areas. Yes, you would have the attic.
Ruffle.
I'm literally looking at this little tower right here in the middle and going, Wingsworth.
It's
I
acceptable.
haven't gone upstairs yet, but I would just say if we're gonna have a floor with kids, let's have us between the ground and the kids in case there were ever a forcible intrusion. I want an intruder to meet us before they find the kids.
That is definitely something I could get behind.
That seems reasonable.
Very.
Agreeable, Brock.
And then as far as your personal business, Corbin, should we tell you what? We could potentially. I'm looking at this location right here and just simply put a door in this hallway. Boop. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
And we could put a door right across here. And well, not doorway so much as...
Is that not the kitchen?
Yes, but let's face it, most things happen in a kitchen.
Fair.
And the trapdoor leads to a cell that would be... Even without a cell, the trapdoor itself would work perfectly as a cell for any individuals that may need squirreling away.
Okay.
We could
Well,
reinforce the trapdoor.
I get my jobs from a guild contractor. I'll have to talk to them about the feasibility of me running my own safe house. They may say yes, they may say no, they may say yes and you give us a cut, and that may be too big a number for me to deal with. We'll just have to see.
I'm perfectly okay
That
with
being
that.
said,
Now you're thinking like a Water Davy, and you got to get all elbow deep in that bureaucracy.
Exactly.
all of this being said, it's in a rather, shall I say, affluent area. How much do you think we're going to have to fight to get this off the ground?
Well,
It's been
I
my
think-
experience the affluent do not care for orphanages next door.
Well, that entirely depends. There are certain individuals within the higher ranks that would probably be more prone to social causes in order to boost their own ranks. They would be more than welcome to help out the little people. We just have to find out who those individuals are, and if we are able to do so, they may become patrons to this establishment, which would help us get in good with the guilds, which would help us get in exactly a publicity stunt. It would help them gain higher status amongst the, I believe you call them the Open Lords of Waterdeep.
Social credit. Gotta love it. The only thing you can't steal.
It's the best ladder to climb. So, gentlemen, lady, avian, what say you?
Wingsworth is actually looking at Anne, kind of going, "You can steal it, you just have to know how."
Anne just shakes her head at the bird. I'm willing to be a silent partner in this.
Puts claw up in fist shape. In agreement.
Alright.
Just one claw. We
What's
don't want a
next,
repeat
guys?
of bird falling on ass.
Well, I
Takes
say we
you,
go
like-
talk to Volo. We need to meet him at 1.
Yeah. I mean, it's on into the afternoon, but like you wouldn't be waiting around too long if you started heading in that direction now.
Wait, first I land on Anne's shoulder and I kind of tap her in the direction of the upstairs so she can open both of those doors.
So I go upstairs, follow the bird.
I point to both doors with claws.
I will
I
grab
open all the
Corbin
doors
and
to check them out.
Yeah.
take him
You
upstairs as well.
find a bedroom, a small bedroom on one side, and then a much larger room on the other side that is intended as like a storage space.
Alright. Well, is that all you wanted?
Yep.
Just curious.
Alright.
Can't have a lot of deep conversations when you're doing bird goals.
Okay, so
Yes
that
and
goes
no.
to-
That's the way to go.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
The bird is honestly still considering whether or not people would find it illegal if it started eating the doves.
You would know that it may not be strictly illegal, but it would be offensive to the point that eventually someone would find a way to bring up a charge against you. Like you would eventually be a menace. Like you'd be eventually just considered a menace to the city.
Okay, so maybe only one dove a month for dinner.
Yeah, like if you can keep it concealed where it's not a nuisance to anyone.
Maybe dove is a rare dinner, got it.
Right, right. I mean, yeah,
It'd be
you
like-
could like snag one every now and then.
It'd be like Christmas goose.
Right. We can't depopulate the doves.
Like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of doves, so, you know, you might not see the effects of your meddling with the ecosystem for a while, really.
And besides, I'm sure they already have their own predators. Cats.
Exactly.
Other avians.
Oh, yeah, but see, here's the issue. All of the cats in this city are so fat on doves that they're really not that much of a challenge anymore. They just really just pick off the like old sick ones, and they're round. They're enormous and very lazy.
The cats are just like, oh, how I long for a pigeon.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Maybe I can eat cat too.
you may very well be able to get. They're large though. These cats are large.
It's like help. I need help. guys.
And it's just gonna watch as you try to lift a cat and just
Oh
fall
my
in your
God.
face.
You know, and I will say this, if you decide that you are of an eagle for these purposes, people will eventually be like, there's an eagle hunting the mascot doves of Northward. Someone save the poor dove.
Okay, fine.
Public enemy number 1.
Your face on a poster.
Complete with the googly-eyed little helmet.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So
Then
you
we will
you're
be
gonna head
very
out to the
sparing with the dove hunting.
to the you head out to the magistrate's office. It's a stuffy little office. Lots of paperwork being thrown around, people working. Nobody really pays you much mind. And not long after you get there, Volo shows up. He's kind of early himself, so he was like, "Oh, good. Okay, we can just go ahead and get this underway. What have you decided?"
Well, we decided that it's going to be a refuge for
It's a fixer
Oh,
upper.
you know, I don't need to know,
for
what you
misplaced
intend it
children.
for.
Is there anything we should know about it? If we're going to
About
be housing
misplaced children.
No, we're going to put misplaced children in there. Is there anything we should know about it first?
Well,
No, Granny, you should probably make it clear that it's not against their will.
Yes, it's not against their will.
Wait. You didn't hear that. You heard, "Brak."
Yes,
This is true.
we are going to be housing children in that house. It is far too big for us.
Brak,
Um,
brak, brak.
Is there anything we need to
Volo
be concerned about?
Volo shrugs his shoulders. He says, let's see. I have some information here for you.
Oh God.
It's a bit of a fixer upper.
Dang it. Why can't I find it? There is a sentence that I need.
And I'm looking for the information that I sent
Oh,
to my
yeah.
characters so that I can get my
Yep.
fucking
So,
patrons.
Volo shrugs his shoulders and says, "Truthfully, I bought it because there are rumors that it's haunted. And I was planning on writing about the experience in my next book, Volo's Guide to Spirits and Specters."
Did
Jazz hawk claws.
So what changed your mind?
Well, I received a mighty service in the rescuing of my dear friend, and to leave you empty-handed after doing what you did for him just didn't seem right to me. And, well, it's not as though I'm going to live there, and
Are you wanting to spend the night for a while so you have some material to write about?
well, yes, if that's all right with you, I'd love to spend a few nights and just see if I can find anything spooky.
We'll
that
talk
sounds
it over
perfectly
and
fine
see.
to me.
All right. Well,
Sounds agreeable. It's going to
he
be a while
sounds
before
quite
it's
happy.
habitable.
Oh yes, I'll agree to that. It is quite empty, but it's got some beautiful foundations.
I'm gonna turn to Anne and Sir Wingsworth and be like, and that will be good training for anybody that wants to grow up to be a cleric or man of the cloth.
Usually there's temples for that.
Yes, I know there's temples, but you know what? There's nothing quite like practical training.
This is true.
All right. So he's just going to kind of shuffle everyone inside, and you go in and you meet with the magistrate, and the nice little desk sign says, oh, how do I say this? Kylin Silmerhelv,
Yes.
a tiefling magistrate.
Oh, perfect!
She, does the transaction with you. It's very serious. She says that all I need now is a transfer tax for the estate of 25 gold pieces.
I'm eyeing
Right.
Volo at this point.
Volo looks over at you. She clears her throat and says, "Normally this fee is to be paid by the new owners of the home."
I put down 10. 10 gold.
I'll put down 7.
I'll put down my 2. I literally only have 2 gold left.
There is an incredibly awkward silence in this
I
room.
up mine to 10. Does the hawk have any?
And just as you guys are starting to like pat pockets and like, fuck, shit, should I
The
check
hawk
my other
looks at
pants?
Anne for that information.
I don't have
A
your
young man
purse.
runs
You keep
in
track of your own purse. You tell me
and
what's
he
in
walks
it.
up to Volo and he just kind of like throws the door open, runs up to Volo and puts a pouch in his hand and he says, "This is from
Floon or Raynor?
Raynor. This is from Raynor. He said he wanted to make sure that everything went smoothly with the magistrate today. And
Oh,
he sends his
thank
regards."
gods. Taking my 2 gold back.
Yeah.
Guess I'll
Volo
take my
just
two
hands her
back.
the sack. She opens it up and counts everything. It looks good. So who's putting their name on this deed?
Are we able to change the name of the house?
For an additional fee.
How much?
500 gold pieces.
Fuck you!
Excuse me?
Alright, we'll do that at a later date. You know what? We'll go get a sign first. And then later on, we'll change the official name of the house.
Is it okay to have more than one name? More than one signatory? Or does it have to be one of us with the name?
It's whoever is going to be in part ownership of this home needs to sign their name on this line.
All right. Corbin
All right.
signs.
Cadmus signs.
I give a quill to Sir Wingsworth.
I have to walk down Anne's arm to the desk and then sauce. No, wait. I walk down Anne's arm to the desk, stick my claws into the ink pot, and then just put my claw print on it.
That's exactly
You're not
what I
getting
was
back
hoping
on my
for.
shoulder. That's why I'm saying that out loud. I'm like, you're not getting back on my shoulder. No, you've got ink all over your claw.
I look at Cadmus for like his handkerchief and like twitch
Oh,
my claw.
come here. I'll grab a piece of cloth out and wipe
So,
off things.
does everyone sign the paper?
And does not.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Volo signs the paper. And the magistrate also signs and adds a seal of approval. She looks at all of you and then says, "You know, that little claw print may not hold up in court." And she rolls up the paper and takes it away to file it.
What are you gonna do?
And that's it.
Writing's
She's
difficult
finished with
for
her
hawks.
that and well, she's suggesting that ownership of a home being transferred to a hawk may not necessarily be legally binding. So
Yeah.
you'll see, though, she allows you to file it, which, given the statement, that's she certainly didn't have to.
Well, good
Well,
madam.
Wingsworth does one of those nice little claw salutes, just happily.
She kind of just like gives him like a little gesture back, like a, you know, like
Little tip of the hat.
same to you. Yeah.
I agree, it's complete speciesism, but what are you gonna do if the government's not gonna be set up to allow it for you?
She is not listening to any talk about anything against the government. She is very busy in another room
Well, I'm talking to Sir Wingsworth, so
out loud in this office.
yes.
To be fair.
People are giving you a look, like you're getting some looks.
I am aware that I'm getting looks. I'm talking to a hawk about them being prejudiced, being
The government being prejudiced against hawk ownership.
Some epic
And not
talking to an
ownership
animal
of
side.
hawks.
yes.
There's a secretary that's like sitting near the door of the magistrate's office, and she comes over and she's really nice, and she's like, "Is there anything else that we can do for you before you leave?"
No, we're good.
Excellent. Well, I hope you have an excellent day.
Well, good madam, good sir, good hawk. It looks like we are officially in business together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go clean up.
Yes, let's clean up and let us see if we can make some extra money to turn this into our dream.
All right, that's
'Cause
a
let's
good
face
place
it,
to.
we're going to need a lot of beds.
We're gonna need a lot of beds,
Yes.
and that's a great place to end it.
And
And
that's
I
a great
suggest-
fucking name for the episode.
And I
Do you
suggest
want
we steal
that,
them from
or
another
it's funnier
orphanage.
the second time?
Ooh.
It's
I'm
fine.
gonna go
There's
with
just too
it's
many
funnier the
quotable
second time.
things. There's too many quotable things that happen every day, you know.
Seriously.
All right, but yeah, so that's good. I'm very, very tired. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye, everyone. Have a
Bye,
good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Bye.
night.
I mean, I'm hilarious when Stretch is drunk. It's great.
Fair. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
That
thank
was
you
fun.
so much for joining us tonight on yet another episode of In Between Roles.
Yes, thank you. We love you. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night. And as we exit for the night, I hope you all enjoy the wonderful music by the YouTube channel. I've got to look through my list of no copyright sounds on YouTube. Be sure to check them out. No copyright sounds. They are also on SoundCloud, and they do amazing work. It is all public domain music, so fuck you, YouTube.
Oh no, you know, nicely. 'Cause we're
Nicely.
streaming there too.
Uh,
We're not streaming. Putting shit there.
Yes. You can also find us every 2 weeks. Every other week, we will be playing, usually starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. Central Time. Extrapolate from there. And, fucking
Yep. So
shit.
not the next Saturday, but the Saturday after that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll eventually go to weekly, but during the summer it's just too difficult.
And you can also, if you missed anything,
Weekly will be fun.
you can usually catch our videos on youtube.com/inbetweenrolls as well.
Hello?
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, okay.
So thank you very much, and have a great night, everybody.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no
And
mystery.
for a while there, I
And
thought you
you
were
and
trying to
I, we got history.
Yeah, I know. We all thought you were
Yep.
trying to make
Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got
And then you see
history.
it's kids
Yeah.
Like, you guys, the both
Go
of you
look
were
in the
phrasing that in
mirror,
such a way that,
say,
like,
"Hey, I'm sorry
they're
for
going, I
all
hope
the
you're not telling a
pain.
magistrate we're kidnapping kids.
I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain.
And just want to say thank you for I mean, there's
Hey, kids. Don't grow up and end up in the
naughty basement.
End up in the bonus.
My love it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
bad adults go to the basement.
And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her
You don't want to
name?
end up in
Yeah.
service without all the draft doors.
It's doesn't
I
matter
love
if
it
it's actually
goes
gonna be
with the
haunted.
memories like a
It's gonna
symphony.
seem haunted
And you and
anyway.
I, we got history.
Yeah, there's gonna be
yeah.
dragon shouts fighting.
Wherever love
the song.
goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in